Wow, good morning and welcome to this edition of Dialogue Box on Blossom Nigeria. We are actually making progress, and we know that definitely in every effort we are putting into nation building, things are getting better. It may not give us the very obvious results immediately, but we know that things are falling into place for our country. And as you and I contribute our quota to nation building, things are getting better. So this morning, we are still talking the nation in the right direction. But this time around, we want to look at the issue of Ghana's row with Nigeria over some maybe immigration issues, Nigerians in Ghana, their shops, their businesses, and different aspects of whatever has constituted what has been like a major disagreement between the two countries. So we would like us to look into it this morning, and we'll also look at areas where we can work out a solution for the ongoing conflict, because we wouldn't want the issue to degenerate further. And we have an analyst that will be joining us this morning, Mr. Nnamdi Abana. So when he calls in, he will also give us his view on it. So we'll just give you some background information and we'll take off from there. Don't forget to be one of the people that will send in your thoughts, or you call us on 090-5252-5107 and 080-3088-7339. Very key. And also you have a very key part to play in being a subscriber on YouTube channel. So also get to our website www.BlossomNigeria.com and our page on Facebook. Get more of your contact to be a part of what we are doing, and making our influence even stronger as we continue on the path of nation building. So we'll give you some background information on the Nigeria and Ghana's row. So let's look at it. That first of all, we have it that the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, has embarked on a visit to Ghana on Wednesday for a meeting with his Ghanaian counterpart over the alleged harassment of Nigerians in the neighboring West African country. And meanwhile, the Nigerian government has warned that it would no longer tolerate hostilities towards Nigerians that are resident in Ghana. Then, considering the harassment reports of Nigerians in Ghana, what then should be the way forward in resolving this lingering disagreement? It has been on the news, several reports reaching us that a lot of Nigerians have been complaining that their properties are being seized by Ghanaian officials. Some of them have said that their shops, they've been forcefully evicted from their shops. Some of them have complained of immigration that didn't go with the right procedure. So some of them are just being sent back to Nigeria without the right reasons. Then on the other hand, Ghanaian officials have said that most of the issues have kind of started when Nigerian traders over there refused to pay tax and also to observe some government rules and regulations. So that has been their own issue. But the Nigerian government also has more reasons why they think that the Ghanaian government is taking the issue too far. So we have it that Nigeria's Information Minister Lai Mohammed recalled that Ghanaian officials also seized the property in Accra, Ghana, which the Nigerian government. All right. So let me take that again. That Nigeria's Information Minister Lai Mohammed recalled that Ghanaian officials seized the property in Ghana, which the Nigerian government had used as a diplomatic premises for almost 50 years. So in addition to this, lots of Nigerians have cried out that their shops and properties were taken from them by Ghanaian officials. Then he also alleged that aggressive and incessant deportation of Nigerians from Ghana, noting that between January 2018 and February 2019, no fewer than 825 Nigerians were deported from Ghana. So in a counter statement, Ghana's Information Minister Kolo Nkrumah said that Lai Mohammed's account was not factual and accurate. So Mr. Nkrumah added that the deportations were over criminal activities such as fraud, prostitution, and armed robbery that Nigerians were engaging in Ghana. That was the major reason why they had to deport a lot of them. Then after meeting with the president on Tuesday, that's President Muhammad Buhari, the House of Representatives Speaker, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila told the State House reporters that he will be meeting with the Speaker of the Parliament in Ghana to look into the issues on ground as it affects citizens and to try and calm things down and see if there is a way forward, which we believe there should be. He added that the legislative diplomacy move is aimed to also calm nerves and reach an amicable settlement of the disputes between the two countries. He said Nigeria is not making any demand. According to him, we are just going to discuss the spirit of African Parliament, and we will be looking at issues from time to time as they affect African countries, and this is one of them. So according to him, he says we are two strong West African countries and there must be symbiosis. In other words, you give to me, I give to you. So we must work together, and you don't get anything from working out or working at crossroads. That was according to his statement, or cross purposes, or knocking heads together. So he says that we must at all times as Africans work as best as possible together, and that is what this visit is all about. So the question remains, what are the solutions to ending this ongoing dispute between Nigeria and Ghana? Two very strong West African countries that should even be their diplomatic relations should be very amicable, not at this time hearing of such a dispute, conflict, and rows. Then we would like you to send us your opinion, like we said earlier, and comment on this edition of Dialogue Box. What do you think should be the way forward? And while we do that, let's also take into consideration the complaints that the Ghanaian information minister made. He said that the problem they had with Nigerians was that a lot of them were engaged in different criminal activities like fraud, like prostitution, and armed robbery. So the question is this real? Is this for real? But from the angle of the Nigerian information minister, he said that most of them are being forcefully evicted from their properties. Some of them are just deported without the right reasons. And even the Nigerian premises where the High Commission in Ghana is at Accra was even seized from the Nigerian government officials that are there. So in other words, the Nigerian High Commission in Ghana, the premises where that building has been for over 50 years, was forcefully taken from the Nigerian government. So Nigeria, according to their own the information minister and some other, even the foreign affairs minister, has said that though Nigeria has been playing very maybe using the peace philosophy, trying to see how they can work out a peaceful resolution to the ongoing dispute, but they are not happy that it's like Ghana's government has been taking the issue even more forward. And how do you think that Nigeria can resolve this issue without degenerating into further conflict? Because Nigeria and Ghana, they've been in very peaceful relations for years. And though they've had their areas of disagreement, but they've always maintained some very peaceful relations. So on the diplomatic angle and the fact that the citizens you have a lot of Ghana or Ghanaian citizens in Nigeria and vice versa. So what should be the way forward? All right, we have a call from our analyst this morning, and let's just share some thoughts with him. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, you are welcome to Dialogue Box on Blossom Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
All right, so this is Mr. Nnamdi Abana, like we said, is an analyst on Dialogue Box. So, sir, what is your take on the ongoing conflict between, or let's not use the word conflict, the row between Nigeria and Ghana over some of the complaints of Nigerians in Ghana that a lot of them are not being treated right. Properties are being forcefully maybe taken from them, evictions, deportations. What do you think is responsible for that?
Well, I think that the Ghanaian government is being vindictive against Nigerians living in Ghana. And over the years, they've set up policies that are targeted not just against immigrants, but especially Nigerians.
Okay.
In all that has been going on, we have not seen the people of other nationals, being hounded by the Ghanaian government, some of them being thrown into prison or taking deportation or, locking up their businesses and so on. So it is apparent that the Ghanaian government has an anti-Nigerian policy.
Okay, but why should that be? Because they've been, they are in the same region, West African region, and though, like we said earlier, they've had some disagreement. But why do you think they should be vindictive?
Well, if we go down memory lane, once upon a time, if we go down memory lane, I think that was around 83 when Nigeria expelled Ghanaians from Nigeria. So someone may view it from this perspective that they are trying to get back their own pound of flesh by trying to send a strong message to Nigeria that right now that they are established, they don't want any Nigerian to be in their country. But unfortunately, for Ghana, a recent pact was signed. That is the Africa Free Continental Trade Agreement. Okay. Which stipulates that every boundary be broken down and, there ought to be unfettered access for trade and other relations. And Ghana is a West African country very close to Nigeria. So it is quite unfortunate that this policy is coming up now. We've seen business owners in Ghana, that is Nigerians that are operating their businesses in Ghana, being harassed and harangued by the government, imposing should I call it, there is a benchmark of funds that Nigerian investors are meant to provide before they carry out business operations in Ghana. I think about $1 million. All encompassing that it is basically to frustrate Nigerian business operators out of Ghana. And we can also easily remember when one of our high commission buildings was demolished by the government of Ghana, and up till now they've not made restitution. Okay. For that action. So for me, I think that the federal government should send a strong message to Ghana by imposing 1 minute remaining. No? We have to come up with policies and sanctions, that will serve as a deterrent to the Ghanaian government. Okay. So that the interest of Nigerians living in Ghana will be protected. Okay. And one of the things they have to do is, we also have, I believe in reciprocity. If Nigerians are protected by Ghana, we should support double. Okay. If they increase the benchmark for business operation to $1 million, Nigeria should also increase theirs to $2 million. So by the time we start checkmating what the policies of the Ghanaian government, they'll think twice before they lay a finger on Nigeria. Okay, all right, sir. But a final one, the Ghanaian information minister is also of the opinion that lots of Nigerians... Your credit has been exhausted and your call terminated. Okay. Dial star 606 hash to borrow airtime from MTN. Or dial star 904 star airtime amount hash to buy airtime directly from your bank. All right, so that was
a warning telling us that our caller had a little challenge there, so we are sure he will call back. But for now, let us continue. So he has already given us some very key facts that he believes that the Ghanaian government is being vindictive because of maybe what Nigeria did some years back when they asked some Ghanaian citizens to leave Nigeria, and it was actually termed Ghana must go. So whatever it became an issue, but it was resolved at the end of the day, and the relations have continued. So, but we'll be wondering why in the 21st century we'll not have Ghana wanting to be vindictive. So, if we are to look at it from that angle, then that means the Ghanaian government has a long way to go in trying to work with the mindset of mutual peace and very good relations diplomatically and otherwise in this century, because we don't need to go that far. But whatever it is the issue, we wanted to also find out from our guests that what about the issue of the Ghanaian information minister saying that Nigerians are also engaged in lots of criminal activities. But the question is it Nigerians have been there for a very long time. In fact, some of them have naturalized there. They've been there for as long as you can remember. So why is it that all of a sudden it's like the criminal issue is now becoming so strong? Well, they've always been there. So is it now that they are engaging in acts like maybe armed robbery or prostitution or whatever else the government wants to look at? Even some said they are evading tax and not sticking to some government regulations. So if they can work out a way of managing their citizens, why don't they do the same to Nigerians that are there? And why are they being forcefully deported? Those are the issues we are looking at this morning. So we'd like you to call in 08030887339 and let's talk on the way forward. What should be the way forward in resolving this issue? Because if we are to do according to the way they call it, you do me, I do you, at the end of it all, it will only degenerate into more conflict and maybe a kind of what we don't even want to hear about, war, which we know should never happen in this age. So what should be done right now to curb the current crisis, to stop it where it is and let everyone go back to the drawing board and work out peaceful resolutions to this current issue? Because if we have it that because of Nigerians, they are even bringing out some laws, like what our guest just told us, that even to some extent, they are even giving laws as much as before you start business, you must have up to maybe 1 million cedis, or it can't be dollars, because how many of them can afford $1 million before they set up a business? But even if it is in dollars, then that is very high, and that means they are telling Nigerians to go. Because how many Nigerians or even the Ghanaians that are there can afford $1 million before they can set up a business? So he is saying that if Ghana does that, then Nigeria should do the same to the Ghanaians that are in Nigeria right now and tell them that before they do business, they must have at least $2 million. So that is you do me, I do you. But in that sense, we don't want to work with that. There must be a way forward. And like we said, they must go back to the drawing board and work out peaceful resolutions. All right, we have some comments here. Some of them are still forming. So you can call us and let us know what you think about this. If your comment has not come in as we expected, you can call us now and let's talk and let us work out a solution. So as we are doing all of this, we've also had the issue of immigration that has been a major challenge in Nigeria. Most Nigerians that go to some different countries around the world, maybe in Europe, in Asia, different parts, we always hear reports of some of them engaging in criminal activities. So the question is, must they go that far before they can survive and do well in those economies they are traveling to? It shouldn't be so. And that has not augur well for the foreign, the image, the perspective or the perception of Nigeria from different countries outside Nigeria. That's the international community. So what should be done to give Nigerians a better mindset? You don't need to go to another country and your mind is all set on maybe carrying out a criminal act. Because if one Nigerian does it, it might rub off on 10 other Nigerians, and that is a major issue. All right, we have a comment here from Christian Etemike. He says, Nigerians involved in illegal businesses, this is preposterous. Nigerians being deported from Ghana, oh, how are the mighty falling? So in Nigeria. So we will even appreciate it if Mr. Christian calls rather than just typing his response, and let us hear from him. He's also one of our analysts on Dialogue Box. So whatever you think, what should be the way forward? If Nigeria responds this Ghana is going about it right now, it might not end well, and it might be a major conflict in the next few years, and we don't want to see that. So how can we take care of it now so that everything can be resolved in a way, just like what Femi Gbajabiamila said, that Nigeria is not asking for anything, but how they can resolve the issues so that they can calm the nerves of both countries. Nigeria is angry. Why will you do this to us? Why will you seize the premises where our High Commission has been in Ghana? Why will you deport our citizens? Why will you seize their properties? Why, several things that Nigeria is currently angry about. So we want to see, or we want to look forward to a very positive report from the visit of Femi Gbajabiamila to Ghana right now. We look forward to him coming back with some very positive report. But while that is going on, what do we think we can suggest as a way of also preferring our own solution to making things work out better? All right, we still have a comment here from Mr. Christian. Say, can you imagine Nigeria going to beg the government of Ghana? But are they actually going to beg? They want to go and work out a diplomatic resolution to the conflict. So but Mr. Christian says that Nigeria is going to beg the government of Ghana. This is what happens when the eagle plays with chickens. So this is from Mr. Christian's viewpoint. How can Nigeria go and beg Ghana? That is his own view about what Femi Gbajabiamila is going to Ghana to do right now. So it's as if Nigeria is going to beg Ghana, and he says that it's only when the eagles are playing with chickens that you see this kind of a thing happening. We want a stronger Nigeria, and we believe that things can work out better. So what do you think should be the way forward? All right, Mr. Christian, you've made a very good point, but what do you think should be the way forward? Tell us now. How far can Nigeria go in resolving the crisis, and how much should they concede to Ghana? Not necessarily begging Ghana the way you think or the way you have termed it, but what more can be done to work out a peaceful resolution to the current issue? All right, then while this is going on, we would like everyone to know that Nigeria is still strong and not falling, and even with all the negative reports that we are getting from outside Nigeria, we still believe in the future of this great country. If we all do contribute our quota to making things work, don't forget that. And if Ghana, that is like a next door neighbor to Nigeria, is complaining of Nigerians being in Ghana, like we're saying earlier, how much more other countries that are in Europe, in other parts of Africa, how much? Even in South Africa, we had issues of some Nigerians being there and engaged or engaging in fraudulent activities. A lot of them were forced to leave South Africa. So several other countries, but we know that in the midst of all the negative citizen or those who have not done so well when it comes to following the rules and playing by the rules of the countries they travel to, we still have the ones that do very, very well. Last week we heard of Mr. Casey Madu, that was appointed a Canadian Solicitor General. Yes, a Canadian Solicitor General, and that was the first of any African that has been in that country to have been appointed into such an office. So that was a very big one. He got congratulatory messages from the president, from Mr. Peter Obi, from different Nigerians in high and everywhere you can think about. It was a good one for Nigeria. So that means Nigerians can also do well. So what do you think should be the way forward as we talk about working out the solution to the current debacle between Nigeria and Ghana? You can talk to us right now. All right. We have Savior Nduka. Good morning, nice topic, but we need your solution. What should be the way forward? Then we still have Christian Etemike giving us some points. Then we have Mr. Ken Agbo saying that it's a smart move, though, by Nigeria to file for peace, but at what expense? That's Mr. Ken Agbo's question. That is a smart move. That means talking about Nigerians or Nigeria that has sent a representative to Ghana to work out peaceful resolutions. But what Ken Agbo is asking is that at what expense will that be? Then Mr. Christian also says that this Mr. Christian, maybe you come and talk and give us some of these practical examples. He says, this can only happen when broom replaces umbrella. So Mr. Christian is really using different some of these things we use at home, and even the ones that we use in different. I just can't get it when he says when broom replaces umbrella. So maybe Mr. Christian would have come to explain to us better. All right, so this is a very key one. But Mr. Christian, we said you should give us a way forward. We know that broom has replaced umbrella or is replacing umbrella, but what should be the way forward? So that is the point here. And Mr. Ken Agbo made a point that though is a smart move by Nigeria to fight for peace, but at what expense? Very key point. So we need to have all of this at the back of our minds as we work out peaceful resolutions for Nigeria. And as we do that, don't forget to still talk to us, to still send in your comments, your opinions on this particular issue. You can get to our Facebook page, Blossom Nigeria on Facebook, and on our website, www.blossomnigeria.com. And let's look at how we can send in more thoughts on this. And also is a way of also giving your own view or your own viewpoint to the issue at hand. So Nigeria has a long way to go, yes, but we can't just let violence, conflict, and more tension to take over the current challenge. So it has to be resolved peaceably. We may not have to do it at the expense of maybe Nigeria losing its pride and integrity as the giant of Africa. No, but at least some very key points will be made. And Nigerians who are engaging in criminal activities, maybe the government will have to embark on different means of sending them, warning. Some of them might just have to be deported back to Nigeria to look for other means of livelihood and different other means of meeting up with their economic expenses, but not necessarily engaging in criminal activities. But if what Ghana is doing, like our caller said, is that they are just being vindictive, then we'll say no, Ghana, you're on the wrong path, and this is not what should be encouraged at all. Because like we said, if you go on the path of being vindictive, then that means Nigeria can retaliate, and when the retaliation continues like that, it will only degenerate into more tension and conflict, and not in this century. We don't want to hear of that. So Nigeria, Ghana, work out more peaceful relations. Let there be some diplomatic resolutions to this, and let everything that has led to this cease now. Let it stop now. We can actually look at the things the way they are, work out a way of avoiding further conflict, and like we said, go back to the drawing board and let peace reign. That is what we are advocating for. So thank you so much to our caller and to all those who have made comments on today's program. We want peace to reign, and we want Nigeria and Ghana to continue their relations and their interactions. Nothing should stop that. But for any reason, if, like we said, Ghana has been on this path, we are asking them to stop now and let peace reign, and let the right reason go on how and why they should resolve these issues at hand. All right, so tomorrow we'll be talking presidency. So you join us as we look at the next candidate or the next person that has declared his interest on the 2023 presidency, and that is Orji Uzor Kalu. So we'll be talking presidency tomorrow. Join us and let's look at him. Let's look at the good, the bad, and the ugly sides. And if he doesn't have any ugly or bad side, the good side, and how good is he ready and positioned for the 2023 presidency. So we'll look at all of this tomorrow. So be with us, and until then, don't forget that this is Dialogue Box, and we are working towards a better Nigeria. Wherever you are, contribute your quota to nation building. I am Blossom, and I believe in a Nigerian dream.